Betty on GTTS channel. I am standing here at Sheikh Mohammed Center of Cultural Understanding. I will be having an interview with Miss Daria. She will be telling me everything you want to know about Emirates Lady and their culture. So stay tuned. Miss Daria, it's a pleasure to have you on GTTS channel.
Thank you so much for coming. I'm glad you guys made it to SMCCU.
Okay, thank you so much. Here in Sheikh Mohammed Center of Cultural Understanding, can you tell us the services you offer here?
So at the Sheikh Mohammed Center for Cultural Understanding, we have different programs where people can come, whether they want to have a walk around the old Al-Fahidi district, visit the mosque, and get to experience Emirati culture with some coffee and dates, or go further and have a meal. We offer all of these services. So for instance, we have heritage tours where you take a walk around the area, you go to the mosque and you have coffee and dates. Or we have meals, so you could have breakfast, lunch, or dinner, all Emirati food, and really get to experience Emirati culture.
That's awesome. And here your motto represents open minds, open doors and open minds. Can you tell us the idea behind this?
Yes, so open doors, open minds, really what it's about is that we open our doors for everybody. We accept you as is, the way you sit, the way you eat, the way you drink, the way you dress. And our minds are always open for any questions whatsoever, so we always promise that we will never be offended by any question and that you can ask us about anything.
Is it true that Emirati ladies should marry only within their clan and never to an outsider?
Actually, no. I would say that really in 2010 we saw the biggest number of Emirati women marrying from non-Emiratis, and it's just becoming more and more every year. Of course, you know, Dubai is so multicultural right now, and there's so many nationalities. So it's bound to have different mixing, and yeah, Emirati women are marrying from other nationalities. Yeah.
I understand that in Dubai you have big weddings. And yes. It requires a lot of funding. Is it true that you get your fundings from the government?
Typically, no. It's not common to get funding from the government, but it's not. There's no government programs. There's actually programs by rulers, where they have things like there's something called the marriage fund, and this is really for Emiratis who don't really have any money to support themselves and be able to get married, but really want or desire to get married. So basically they go to the marriage fund, but this is not for the wedding party. It's actually for the woman's dowry, which is one of the rights when a woman gets married. So yeah, it's just something to help out the, let's say, less fortunate people. That's all.
You're wearing an elegant dress here. Can you tell me the story behind why women wear black and the guys wear white?
So black originally started in the 1950s. It just became a dress to cover your dress from getting dirty, actually. And it was used every time you left the house, and then when you get to other people's houses, or even if people come inside your home, you never wear it. So it was only your outdoor dress. But now it's grown into such a big fashion. Some of them are closed, some of them are colorful, some of them are very plain, and you can wear anything. Like you see me today, I have like a white scarf and I have different designs, but this is just,
it's beautiful.
Thank you. This is just the fashion for the women's dress. We just changed it and took it to a whole other level. Now for the men, white of course is not practical in the desert, so they didn't wear white up until really the 90s. They used to take their white fabric though and dye it with coffee to give it a sandy color. And then it only became, you could say, government uniform in around 2011, 2012. So if you like work in the government, they ask that you wear white with white. But it really is just the formal attire for the men. Again, same thing, they don't wear it inside the house. They typically wear it when they leave the house or any for like formal occasions and things like that.
I understand that in UAE there are different types of dressing for women, and some are dressing in the Western way, like the way I'm dressing, and some dressing in the Islamic religious custom, like this. Okay, can you tell me your perception towards the way others dress, other nationals?
Really for us, I would not say that Emiratis, like we perceive maybe the Western people or the women who dress differently than us as something bad or is not something good. Actually, I think that everybody has their right to dress the way that they like to dress. But this for us is not just religious, although some people don't dress in a religious way. This is cultural more than anything. It has to do with that I'm Emirati, I'm proud of who I am, I'm proud of where I come from. And so especially if I'm at work or if I'm at college, this is the best way to represent myself.
Are you interested in learning other cultures and traditions, since UAE is a hotspot for different nationals from different parts of the world?
Yes, I think that as an Emirati people, we are becoming so mixed with all of these other nationalities. So we're beginning to learn, especially I think that the biggest thing is through marriage. You know, like I have an Emirati friend, she married a German guy. Okay. So it's different. It's all of a sudden bringing two cultures together, and it's breaking stereotypes, which is amazing, and I think it's something beautiful what's happening in Dubai.
How do you perceive the way other nationals living in UAE? Some nationals look up to you in a sense that you're not outgoing, and some think you are even more superior to them and usually talk to them. Is it true that you do not want to mingle with them?
No, there's no such a thing. I think that a lot of times people think there's barriers between Emiratis, but it has to do with the language barrier more than anything else. Lots of people think that Emiratis can speak English like me, but actually this is a small percentage that go to private schools and get private learning where they can speak English or another language. But I always say this, you know, Emiratis were not that many people, so if you want to go meet Emiratis, you as an expat, you have to go try and talk to them. We're not going to be mean to you, or if you come across a negative person, that's a negative person. They're not all Emiratis are like that. But yeah, we mingle a lot, even amongst young Emirati generation. We are very mixed, our groups of friends with other nationalities, other people, and people of all walks of life, you know, very highly educated, not educated, money, no money, it doesn't really matter. Yeah.
Is it true that Emirati ladies love shopping only and do not want to work?
I think it would be nice if you could shop all day long and not work, but no, we have to work, you know. Emirati life, or really actually living in Dubai is very expensive, so typically lots of us work. 70% of higher graduates in the UAE are women, so we're always going and getting jobs. Majority of us work in the government, but yeah, you know, I wish we could only do shopping, but no, we have to have money from somewhere.
Right, because talking about the government, I understand that they have been empowering the young society, especially women, on different intellectual areas. Do you feel any difference compared to the olden days?
I think this is all development from what it was like when, you know, in my grandmother's time. In my grandmother's time, women had to support their families a lot of times because the men were pro-livers and they would be gone for long periods of time out at sea. And this only grew from there. So with the vision of Sheikh Zayed and how he promoted empowerment of women, this is what you see happening in the UAE. So you have women doing basically everything that you can imagine.
That's amazing.
There's no limits. Yeah.
Can you tell us where you love to see yourself in 10 years?
10 years from now? Well, I hope that I'll be graduated, hopefully also with my master's degree. And I do hope to see myself doing something bigger and helping my country and supporting things like cultural understanding.
Yes. Yeah. Thank you so much, Ms. Dalia, for sharing this information with us, and we are glad to have you on.
Thank you so much for coming. I'm glad to answer your questions.